Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Seattle. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McCarthy going to put it up right away. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
They'll run here with a rookie. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Stanley. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Blake Grupe now for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
The score, Saints 7, Seahawks nothing.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Looking to put a drive together.
Trap 60, trap 60. Come on, come on.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off the touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. You look at this Saints defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Yeah, he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That was going to throw it back deep over the middle. The flag comes in. It's incomplete, and I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go.
Okay,
So the
ready?
illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Back to throw again. Completed to Hyatt. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down.
Buffalo 18. Maverick. 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Torrey Burton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Palmer, 65 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. And, oh, boy, nobody wants to see this. That's the running back, Kenneth Walker, who appears to be injured. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here we go. Here we go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run on first down. Staley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He was brought down there by Julian Love.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's McCarthy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The point after, good by Groupie. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
18-yard line.
Ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Off to the races. And the Saints are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Now again, right side, Staley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now McCarthy. He gets it over the middle to Palmer. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
24 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints continue to pull away here in this first half. Grupe able to add the PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking at your plays. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big stomach.
They end up getting stuck twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Finding room at midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Now back to throw. He connects with Hyatt. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Saints 39-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready, ready. 18, ready. Check out.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Come on, set. Cougar 19. 60 Maverick, 6, go.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
At the 11-yard line.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2nd down and 3.
Let's go. 70, ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. It looks like they'll move things around here.
On 3rd down, Stanley. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time in the clock. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll drop to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and it forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
70 Warriors, 70.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
It's 4th down.
Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is McCarthy.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
An audible here to get a new look.
And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Get up. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now a give right side. It's Shepard.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
6-yard line.
Back to throw.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Byron Young. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Escapes the defender. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Back to throw now on first down. And quick throw here, that's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That's good for a Saints first down. A gain of 7. First down.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
On first down, Staley. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold it to just a yard.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Looking to throw McCarthy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
If they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
On play action, now McCarthy.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Saints stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Ready, set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Come on, go.
He'll come out throwing here on first down.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards.
Here we go. Set.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And they'll make sure he's touched down.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
He'll try again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
The partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Seahawks 23.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Let's go.
And it would seem as if their three-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. McCarthy operating from the gun. That's taken in by Palmer.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 53 yards.
And the Saints up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. A point after, good by Grupe.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go now.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, it was almost insurmountable the way the opponent was playing. The partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
60 Eagles. 18 Rattler. 18.
2nd and 15.
Pass call, Arroyo right side.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
He finds his man, complete. It's Shepard. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
60 ready? Back to 60.
Back to throw again.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's good for a Seahawks first
Here we
down.
go, Jack.
First and 10 at the
They'll look to throw again.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
First down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
But once again, we see the Seahawks line up to go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Seahawks 31.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick?
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Palmer, his second touchdown of the afternoon. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Grupe able to add the PAT.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, break.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go now. Buffalo
Well, this
18,
game, it has had no
19,
shortage of
19,
offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go. Cup 19. Cup 19, 18.
Back to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jonas. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
19, 18. Go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for New Orleans, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.